Bert Gowdy and Len Dawson. We begin the second quarter. Alumni Stadium. Army has the ball in their 25, 2nd and 5. Sassaman, the quarterback, will throw his first pass of the game. He unloads it deep to Spellman and is broken up by Todd Russell, number 45, the left cornerback, and Tony Thurman, the weak safety. Total yards in the first quarter are coming up. As expected, Army rushing over BC. As expected, BC passing over Army. Total BC dominance.
Army was waiting until the wind was at their back before they tried to unload a pass, their first pass of the game. And actually, had he gotten the ball up, it would have been, it might have been completed.
It is 3rd down and 5. Army on their 25. Sassaman pitches out, and down goes Bill Lampley from St. Petersburg, Florida. He's hit there by David Pereira, the strong safety who gambled and came up to take the pitch man.
That's when you don't spread out that defense. You don't have the passing attack. If you don't have the threat of the passing attack, those defensive backs can do that. Coming down the line that time, he made a good play tackling Lampley in the backfield. That's why the running game, you got to get some pretty good yardage on 1st and 2nd down. You don't want to be placed in a 3rd and 5 and 3rd and 6 situation to run with it.
Dave Grash punting with the wind at his back. A beauty. Towering spiral. Martin's at the 32 of BC, 35, and drops at the 36-yard line. So we have a first down. That's a 49-yard kick with a 4-yard return.
Quite a difference in the two kicking. The two punts. One against the wind, they were like knuckleballs floating down there. When he kicked with the wind, he got it up in the wind. Get that nose turned over, it really traveled.
Now BC is operating against an 18-mile-an-hour wind with a first down on their 36-yard line.
I don't think the wind is going to affect Flutie that much.
I want to talk to you about it just a minute. He'll pass on first down. They've got a blitzer in there. Great catch by Gerard Phelan, who is 3rd in the country for average catches per game. He's averaged 6.7 catches a game. That's 3rd in the nation.
Flutie really has a good, strong arm. Now, he threw that ball against the wind, falling or moving backwards. Now, you're not supposed to be able to do that unless you have a gun, as they say, and Flutie does. He got that ball to Phelan on the money with good velocity on it.
First down, Boston College on their 49. Gives it off to Kenny Bell on a delay. Bell crosses into Army territory and is taken at the Army 47. Doug Pavick, Jim Gentile were the two men that brought him down, along with Griffin, Eric Griffin. Boston College on the Army 47. They have a 2nd down and 6. Joe Giaquinto replaces Phelan and split in.
Look at the paper blowing out there. You can see what the wind is like down on the floor of the stadium.
13-7, Boston College ahead. Bell in motion.
Blitz is on.
Strachan has an opening. He's over the 40 and to the 37. That's the first down, Boston College. Marty Baptiste of Mount Kisco, New York, a linebacker, a junior, was in on the tackle.
Boy, that was a good call against that particular type of defense. They had the blitz coming on. They split the blitzers. Here you're going to see them coming into your screen. The blitz 27 is coming in, and they split. The defensive linebacker is blitzing. He makes an excellent run. That was a good call for that particular defense.
Army defending. Line of scrimmage, Army's 37. 3 wide receivers on the field right now for Boston College. No tight end. This is Bell. Bell's to the 35 and goes forward to the Army 34. Again hit by Marty Baptiste. It'll be 2nd down, 7. You joined us late. Army scored first. BC failed to score from the Army 1.5 yards. Army punted. Boston College fumbled. And Army took the ball in 12 plays, marched 68 yards with Black plunging over. And Boston College came back with a long drive, led by Flutie's passing. And they went right down the field and scored in 72-yard drive. And they scored again on a pass, Flutie-to-Gieselman, all in the first quarter. Flutie throws it deep. He's got a man open. He's got the ball on the 7 to the 5 and into the end zone for a touchdown. Kelvin Martin, the split in 82, a sophomore from Jacksonville, Florida. It's a 34-yard pass from Flutie to Kelvin Martin. A great throw by Flutie. That's his second touchdown pass of the game.
And what is happening is he's finding in the area to the outside. The defensive backs are not getting out there. Nobody is deep outside. Martin is out there all by himself. The defensive back should have been out there, but he wasn't. He made the catch, not only made the catch, but jumped into the end zone. Here's what I'm talking about. Here you see the slot formation. He's being jammed, but nobody gets deep outside. The top part of the screen, there should be a defensive back out there. There isn't. Finally, here comes one into the picture, but by that time, it's too late. A touchdown for Boston College.
Kelvin Martin has scored his 7th touchdown. Well, they say you can't keep a good man down. Flutie got off to a struggling start, and now has completed his last 6 passes in a row, and he's riddling the Army defense.
Well, as I said earlier, this young man, when you're open, he's going to find the open man because he has such composure back there. He's not concerned about the rush. He figures he can handle that. But the deep outside patterns have been open. And what Army is going to have to do, they're going to have to get somebody out there, because if they don't, he's going to keep throwing it. But the problem is when you get somebody to the deep outside, then he's going to find his tight end in the middle. It's just a game that you're going to play. A good quarterback will look at all those options, read the defense, take what the defense gives you.
We believe Army's called a timeout. We're going to check it. Now Flutie's coming back on the field.
They'll go for 2 points.
They'll go for 2. Bicknell, the coach, told me an interesting story yesterday. They're playing Penn State. They're trailing 29-23. Bicknell said, I had the 2-point card out. You know, the situation, when to go for 1, when to go to 2. I said to Flutie, go for 1. Let's kick it. Flutie said, no, coach, we can't. We've got to go for 2. That'll make the score 29-25. If they get a field goal, make it 32-25. Then we go for 2 again and win the game. He said, I said, you're right. Let's do it. He said, the kid thinks flags are down. By the way, not trying to over-Flutie this game, but I think any college athlete should be given a magnificent tribute for being a scholar athlete. Doug Flutie had just been nominated for a Rhodes Scholarship by his college, and also last week he won the very coveted Scholar Athlete Award from the NCAA.
Procedure, the red, try the kick again.
150 yards. He now needs 81 more yards to become the all-time passing leader in the history of college football for a career.
2 yards to catch Jim McMahon for second place. They're going to kick the X point now. They're not going to go for it from this far out.
And they've got the point. Well, Boston College, with 11:50 to go in the first half, after being behind, now moves in front 20-7, and we'll be back. Doug Flutie now needs 82 yards to replace Ben Bennett as the NCAA's all-time passing leader. Just trying to check it, McMahon of BYU had 9,536 yards in his career passing. Flutie 9,384. Flutie's about 2 yards short of him. McMahon to go into second place. Think he'll get it?
I think there's a good chance that he will. You notice that no one's really kicking the ball deep. They're trying to swivel that thing down there.
Army will have the ball on their... Now let's put it on the 29. A shade closer to the 29 and the 28. 11:49 to go in the half. Army has the wind here in the second quarter. Gieselman. Good handoff. David Pereira makes the tackle on Doug Black as he broke over the 35 and out to the 37. Black's a quick hitter. He gets off that ball.
Well, if there's any type of seam there, because he's not but a couple of yards away from the quarterback, he's hitting there very quickly, and if there's anything there, quarterback gives him the ball. He's into the secondary right now.
Second down 2 for Army from their 37. The pitch out, fumble around, Lampley, Cotton. Well, he fights his way maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Rick Nickerson of Wellesley, Massachusetts made this stop. He's a junior. I believe they lost a yard. Put it on the Army 36. It's third down and 3 for the Cadets.
Good hard hitting out there by Boston College. Now, here's Army in a situation right now that, you know, they desperately need some first downs to keep control of that football, keep it away from Boston College.
This will be a third down and 3 play for Army from their 36. Coming through, the fullback blacks to the 50 and has a first down.
They're getting good blocking up front. Mike Ruth is the nose tackle for Boston College, and Ron Rice, the center for Army, did a good job of handling him that time. And when you handle that nose tackle and nobody comes after the fullback, there's a natural hole right there, and he's been able to run the last 2 out of the last 3 plays. They've given the fullback to Doug Black, and he's made excellent yardage.
Yeah, and Thurman maybe saved a touchdown to weak safety. That was a fake pitch, and the halfback coming back inside, knifing back. That's Clarence Jones, number 40. John Boza stopped him on the Boston College 46. Now Army's cranking that ground game up again.
Well, that time they wanted the misdirection play. They started out to the right, that's what they've been doing, giving the ball to the fullback. But they faked it to the fullback and had the halfback come back to the left side, hoping to catch Boston College pursuing.
Second down, 6, Army. Quarterback Keith. The pitch. Picks up some yardage, rolling out of bounds. Clarence Jones of Alexandria, Virginia, taken out by David Pereira, the strong safety.
That was a good play by the quarterback. You notice he waited to the last instant to get rid of the football. There was that was his option, whether he was going to run with the football or pitch it out. And what happened there, Boston College converged on Sasson and the quarterback, and at the last instant he pitched it out to Clarence Jones, and they picked up excellent yardage, putting him in a 3rd and short situation.
Tom Farrell has come in at left tackle for BC. It's 3rd down, less than a yard to go. Black just over the 40, very close to the first down.
You notice they went on a quick count that time, hoping maybe to catch Boston College waiting.
And they've got the first down, Lenny. Army picks up another first down. Here's Army's best defense, what they're doing right now. They very close to the first down. Army's on the Boston College 39-yard line. First down. 20-7. Boston College ahead. 9.5 to go in the first half. Sassman pitches. Jones right down that sideline. Spins inside the 30 and goes to the BC 29.
And once again,
Mel Iton, the right cornerback, stopped him.
Here it is, coming down the line of scrimmage. Am I going to run or pitch? He pitches it. The big fullback is out in front of the ball carrier. Does not make the block, but excellent yardage.
Let's watch the All-American nose guard now. Mike Ruth right there, 68.
He guessed wrong. He went to the wrong side. It's an easy block for that center, just to cut him with his legs so that he can't get back to the right.
Army, first down, BC 29. Jones, maybe a yard on a dive tackle play. Ran into John Boza, the right tackle. We have a second down, and let's see if they do give him a yard. They are. Second down, 9 to go.
This is what Army does not want to do. They do not want to be placed in a second and long situation, because undoubtedly they're a running football team, and they'll probably run the football on this play. But they would like to gain 4 or 5 yards on first.
They're on the BC 28. A fake pass. Now he throws the ball to White. Eddie White catches the ball at the 20-yard line of BC, surrounded by Todd Russell. White is probably the best receiver on the team. He has caught 13 passes. He's from Kansas City, a sophomore.
That was a good throw by the quarterback that time. He was going down the line of scrimmage, getting the ball out to White. He went down just about 5 yards and stop, or a hitch pattern. And what the quarterback will do, that if he cannot run the football, then he's got that man down there, he throws it.
Scott Spellman replaced Benny White. They alternate those two receivers to bring the plays in. Third down, a yard to go for Army on the Boston College 20. That's the fullback on the quick hitter, Doug Black, and he has the yardage for the first down. The two linebackers, Romanowski, Hemmer, and the left end, Nicholson, converged on him. But Army has another first down.
You notice that when they get into third down situation, third and short yardage situation, that quarterback gets up under that center and bang, away they go right now. They do not give Boston College an opportunity to do any shifting, because Boston College will do some shifting before the ball is snapped. and it's not a quick count.
Army's moved from their own 29 to the Boston College 17. Sassaman is hit hard, and Army recovers on their 20. Clarence Jones diving for the ball. Sassaman was really belted, and
Tony Thurman,
option quarterback, is very vulnerable.
Tony Thurman really leveled him. There was no guesswork this time. Here it is, 17. Do you think that he had anything else on his mind but to go after the quarterback? No. That's what he was doing. He made a big play. Now, Army is in a situation where they've got about 2nd and 13 to go now.
That's just it, 2nd and 13. Here's the reverse to Spellman. They're waiting for him. Spellman gets away, and then he runs into somebody at the 18, and there's a flag drop called on number 43, maybe Neil Iton. I don't know. Iton made the tackle, but they dropped the flag on the collision.
They may get a clipping call going against Army.
It's a clipping. Clipping against Army. This will put them farther back. I talked about the vulnerability of a split T or an option quarterback or a wishbone quarterback. They're sliding down that line. And the idea is to make somebody come at them, commit themselves. If they commit themselves, a defensive end or tackle, then they pitch it out. If they don't, they keep the ball. And many times, just as they're making the pitch, they're hit. And teams like this have a tendency to fumble the ball in an option type attack.
2nd down.
That's what happened on that play. They were hoping that the reverse would work, but the defensive end on the right side was not going for it. He's probably been told during the course of the week, hey, make sure it isn't reversed before you start pursuing the ball carrier. 2nd
down, 27. Sassaman rolling around. Throws a pass. It's tipped in the air. It's up for grabs. It's intercepted. Coming up with the ball is Neil Iton, the cornerback. Iton, the right cornerback of East Orange, New Jersey. A senior has it. Boston College takes over.
Generally, when that ball is tipped up in the air, the people that have the excellent shot at it is the defensive back. The ball was tipped by Gorecki. Here it is, way up in the air. You see the ball is tipped. Now look at all the red shirts around there. Iton came up with a nice interception and a big play for Boston College.
That looked like a volleyball game out there. Well, there's a timeout on the field with a score. Boston College 20, Army 7. We'll be right back. We're looking at Sassman, Nate Sassman, who has picked up 51 yards running, playing with 3 cracked ribs today, the Army quarterback. He's just been intercepted. Boston College ball on their own 29, 1st down. Flutie going against the wind. Pass wide open. And that is the tight end, Gieselman again. He has been gaining momentum. Last year, he was a tremendous pass-receiving tight end. This year, he's not been as effective, but because of that dislocated thumb. He now is over that.
What about this man? Is he too short to throw out of the pocket? Taking a look at what he's looking at. He threw through the lanes. There's nobody in front of him, so he doesn't have to be 8 feet tall to throw that football, and he does. He's looking to the outside. They were covered to the outside because Flutie's had some success there. When they double up to the outside, he goes to Gieselman in the inside.
Flutie has hit 7 passes in a row now. Boston College on the Army 49. The give is to Ken Bell. He cuts back, 45, 40. Rolls forward for a 1st down to the Army 37. Hit by Doug Pavick, the excellent strong safety of the Cadets.
Good blocking out there. Number 65, the right guard, Steve Strachan, pulling out there, making a good block to the outside, pushing that cornerback to the outside, enabling the back to cut back into the inside. They get the running game going now with the passing game of Flutie. It's going to be tough on Army out there.
And they're going into their one-back offense. Strachan behind Flutie. They got Flutie's brother in there, 2 tight ends. They're in the slot right. Flag is down. The short one complete to the 31.
To his brother now.
His brother. That's,
why would but the flag is down? They probably bring it back.
I said to Doug yesterday, I said, how's your baby brother doing? Hey, he caught 3 big ones last week, he said. He's talking more about his brother than he would himself. This is going against Boston College. The game will be wiped out. That's the brother there, Darren Flutie. He was an all-state running back last year at Natick High. Natick produces great high school teams here locally, a suburb in the west of Boston. And they converted him from a running back. He weighs 170 pounds to a receiver.
At least he, during the summer, Darren has somebody to throw the ball to him.
Yeah, he's got somebody.
Somebody to throw the football to him. Yeah, his big brother.
Now it's first down and 20 for Boston College from the Army 47. Boston College ahead 20-7. Strachan, not much, if any, at the 47 of Army. The stop is made there by Tom Malloy, the second string left end.
They had a quick opening there, a trap play, thinking that perhaps Army was going to be thinking pass and those linebackers be flying out of there, but Army did a good job of playing the run that time.
Flutie has attempted 12 passes, completed 9. He had one of his first 3 for 173 yards. He's now in second place on the all-time passing list of the NCAA. Look at him stumble. Now he reset. Gets the ball out to Bell. Bell has it at the Army 36.
And once again, at that time, Army had 6 defensive backs in the ball game. And number 25, Bill Horton, was guarding that Bell, the back, man for man, wherever he went on the field. And he had a crossing pattern that last time. It's very difficult to cover man from one side of the field all the way to the other side of the field when you got a quarterback like Doug Flutie that can put the ball right on the line.
There's the countdown. He needs 46 more yards, and he's the #1 passer in the history of college football. Or career yardage, passing yards. Third down, 9. He's got Bell. Bell's at the 10 and goes down. There was a great throw against the wind. He couldn't fire it. He put a feather touch on it and lobbed it over the head of the defender. That is real touch, Lenny.
It really is.
Better than
anybody. Got a flag down on the field, but you take a look at the secondary. Here it is. Defensive backs, 8 people back there. Now he's going to throw it over the up man right there into the hands of the halfback before he gets to the deep man. And once again, for Army, they're not getting that man deep outside because they're leaving the sidelines open.
Illegal motion, the red, third down.
It's 3rd and 16 for Boston College. Kelvin Martin out, Darren Flutie is in.
That's 2 passes that he has completed. Had to be brought back. He might have had the 40-some yards that he needed.
Right. 20-7. Boston College ahead. Just under 4 minutes to play in the half. This is the 3rd and 16 play. Out of the shotgun. He's going deep to Bell. And it's no good. So it'll be 4th and 16.
That time, Army did a much better job of guarding the outside. Number 14 for Army is John Thompson. He's a defensive back. He was deep to the outside that time. That time, I think what happened, Doug Flutie had to throw the football away because the defensive back was in the position where he's supposed to be, deep outside.
Steve Peach, who's averaged 38.4 a punt this year, will boot it against an 18-mile-an-hour wind. Pushes it up there. Let's see what happens. They've got it down there on the 1 or 2 yard line. Notice he put it a yard closer to the goal line. Wouldn't cheat a yard, would you? We'll be back. The score, Army 7, Boston College 20. Little piece of an interview we have coming up at halftime between Len Dawson and Doug Flutie about Doug's height and can he make it in the pros, and you'll get some interesting figures on that because Len Dawson wasn't a lot bigger than Doug Flutie and was a great pro player. And also we'll have a feature on offensive strategy in college football at halftime. Now you're looking at Army from their 2 yard behind, and it is Clarence Jones.
They're just trying to get it out of there, get away from there, and run off a couple of first downs so that Boston College does not get the ball back in good field position. You're looking at 3 minutes and about 15 seconds remaining in this first half.
Army scored first in the game, took a 7-0 lead, and BC struck back for 3 touchdowns. 2 touchdown passes by Flutie and a 1 yard plunge by Strachan, the fullback. 2nd and 6, Army from their 6. 3 minutes to go in the half. Little mess up at center, some movement along the line.
Center snapped the football, I do believe, and no one else was ready for it, including Sassman, the quarterback, so he could only do one thing, is that's jump on the football. It's been a bad situation because that loses it down. Take a look at it right now. Nobody's moving. The center just snaps the ball. Nobody else was expecting it, particularly the important person is the quarterback, and all they could do was fall on the football.
Well, they have a 3rd down and 5 from their 5-yard line. Sassman's running it out, and he's hit and stopped before he gets to the 10. Mike Ruth, the nose guard.
That's why it was a tough thing to give up that football without any gain of yardage, because it puts them in a situation, you know, if it had been 3rd down and 3, they'd have come up with the 1st down. But on a 2nd down situation when the center snapped that football before the quarterback was ready, it's like giving a play away.
It's on the 9-yard line of Army in punt formation. For Army will be Dave Grash. The safety man, Kelvin Martin, is on the Army 45. He may have to back up because Grash really boomed one with a breeze last time. There's the end line. He stepped on that end line. It's a safety.
He does not want a high snap. Very important in a situation like this that the center gets that football to the punter, you know, where he doesn't have to move. The ball is a good snap.
All right, we're ready now. 4th down punt out of their own end zone. Army's Dave Grash.
You can feel what this punter feels like with that shot right there. Good snap.
The low kick with a win. Martin on the Army 45. Gets to the 40. Keep going. 35 to the 30. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Boston College. 45-yard run. No flags down. Fine return as he just needle-threaded his way right through the masses up the middle, broke to the far sideline, and takes it in 45 yards out.
Boy, that was really a great return. Earlier in this football game, he looked like he had some great moves, but here it is, a perfect snap to the punter. He gets it away. Not a real good kick, but there's nobody close to the receiver. Here it is. Martin takes the ball. A couple of good blocks. Now you're going to see some outstanding running. Bang. He's going to cut back to the outside. Now the foot race is on, and Martin is going to win this foot race. Touchdown for Boston College. That's why going back to that 2nd down play when the snap was fumbled between the center and the quarterback, how important it was. You want to keep the ball away from Boston College, particularly Kelvin Martin, because when he gets his hands on the ball and a little bit of daylight, you can see what can happen.
That's his 2nd touchdown of the game, and they're going for 2. Flutie completes it to Gieselman, the tight end. 2 more points for Boston College, and they now lead 28-7. Gieselman's had a good day today. We'll be back. There's your score, 28-7, Boston College. Boston College kicking off. Kevin Snow, Steve Bryant, Clarence Jones are deep for the Army. They're kicking off against the wind. They may squib it. They do. Gets through. Handle on the 10-yard line by Bryant. Comes through the 25 to 30. Gets it back to the 32-yard line. Where he's hit there by Chris Trapuka, member of the athletic Trapuka family.
Oh, yes. Still plenty of time left. We've got some scores.
Look at that. Florida 14, Georgia nothing. That's at halftime. Miami of Florida 21-0. They will play Boston College day after Thanksgiving in Miami. Rutgers leading West Virginia 20-10. And it's a 1st down. Army on their 32. The ball is the fullback Black to the 40-yard line of the Army. Doug Black. Houston 10, Texas 7. That's in the second quarter. Dartmouth leading Brown 7-0 first period. 7-0 Connecticut over BU. Second down, a yard to go for Army. Black again has the first down. To the Army 44. Andy Hemmer. Rick Nickerson on the tackle for Boston College. And another score coming up. Virginia, maybe the surprise team of the year, leading along with South Carolina, leading North Carolina State 10-0 in the first quarter. Virginia's lost only one game, and they trounced West Virginia last Saturday. On first down, Sassman pass goes astray, trying to hit Scott Spellman, number 4. This was 28-7. BC ahead, a minute 11 to go in the half.
With that wishbone type of offense, you really don't have a lot of variety as far as pass patterns are concerned. You got one split end out there, and you've got the 3 receivers bunched up in the backfield, so you really can't spread that defense out.
You heard a roar from the crowd. They put the Rutgers score leading West Virginia up, and we'll tell you why they roared on that one in just a minute. Flags are down. Flags are down. West Virginia has beaten Boston College and Penn State.
And Pitt.
So they're in the lead for the Lambert Trophy, emblematic of the best team in the East. But West Virginia now has lost to Virginia and is trailing today. And if they lost again, I guess that would throw that into quite a scramble, the Lambert Trophy. Give BC an excellent chance at it, depending what they do. They still have to play Syracuse next week.
Dead ball, illegal procedure, white, second down.
Syracuse is a tough defensive team. They play Syracuse next Saturday. We'll be on with that game on the Cat Sports Network. And then BC has to go down and play a very fine Miami team in Miami in the Orange Bowl, and then close off with Holy Cross. Sassman to Spellman. It's complete. That's at the Boston College 46-yard line. What Army is presenting, now whether they're trying to get something in here before the end of the half, but when you're this far behind, what do you do with a wishbone to catch up, Lenny?
What you've got, what you can do. That was an excellent move by Spellman, though. He did a terrific job on making that defensive back think he was going deep, and he cut to the sidelines and made the reception. But the problem is, when you got 3 men in the backfield, now they have 2 wide receivers out wide, but they're really not spreading that defense out.
They give the handoff, and weaving through there is Clarence Jones. And Jones is inside the 30. He stopped the clock as he went out. He's on the Boston College 27.
A lot of time left, 46 seconds remaining.
Tony Thurman and David Pereira drove him out, the 2 safety men. 46 seconds to go in a half. BC Eagles 28, the Cadets of Army 7. First down Army on the Boston College 27. He'll throw. He's to White. Denny White skips out of bounds on the just inside the 22. Short yardage on that one, 4 yards.
What happens in a situation like this, because you got 3 men in the backfield and that wishbone, they're keeping people, the linebackers, in close looking for the running. So on the outside, generally, you're going to have single coverage, and that's what they did that particular time. Got the ball out hurriedly to the split end.
Army would like to get a touchdown. There's their field goal kicker. He kicked 5 field goals last Saturday night against the Air Force, Craig Stopa. And he's hit 13 out of 15 this year. Look at this. Look at this. He goes to the 6-yard line. Doug Black on a quick hitter right up the middle. First man through on that wishbone. And it'll be first and goal to go for Army with 33 seconds. And time is called by the Army.
All right, they had 2 timeouts remaining. They now have 1 timeout. Now, the big fullback, Doug Black, you're talking about, he hits quickly, and he really does. Now, look, the center is blocking on the nose tackle roof. And he breaks through a tackle right now, and it's open field in the secondary. Thurman finally comes up and makes the stop, but not before he's near the 5-yard line.
Black, the leading ball carrier this year. There he is from Toledo, Texas, has 69 yards in the first half. He was a fellow that was cut off the team as a plebe and went back again, cut again, came back for spring football and made the first team this year.
The plebe pleaded to get back an opportunity to play. He also weighed about, I guess, about 180 pounds, and he got on the weight program and put on about 20, 25 pounds.
That's the story of Winston Churchill's most famous speech. He went back to his old prep school in England, all of his great wartime speeches, and his speech was 3 words: never give up. And that's what Black, he never gave up. He was cut twice. That's him in the quarterback.
Wide open. Oh,
there's a pass wide open. Army touchdown. That's the tight end, Rob Dickerson. Army went right down the field for that one.
Boy, I tell you,
Hollingsworth, the halfback, 33.
Take a look here. I thought the quarterback might throw because the tight end was so wide open, but he pitches out to the trailing halfback. Wide open is the tight. Look at that pass. You know, it doesn't have to be pretty, but you can see that Rob Dickerson is all by himself in the end zone. That's what that wishbone will do, though, because you're so concerned defensively to stop the run that play passes like that, sometimes a player can be wide open.
And that's a Morrell touchdown for Army.
Hey,
right before the half, they'd just been scored on 4 times in a row, and they took that ball and went right down the field for the score. And they whistle along with it.
Well, they
I hope they whistle better.
That sounds like one of your duck calls.
We have 28 seconds to go in the half. 28-14, Boston College.
I think you can see that Army is well coached, and Jim Young has certainly turned this program around.
Here's a kick by Stopa. It is Steve Williams, the freshman. Boston College has some excellent freshmen. Talking to Bicknell yesterday, he's very high on some of these freshmen he has. He said the best class he's ever recruited. Romanowski is now a starter for him, a linebacker, 13 tackles last week against Penn State. He's high on this Williams. He's got 4, 5, 6 of them scattered around. We now are getting more quality players than we used to.
That was something that I asked Doug Flutie, and I think we'll hear that at halftime, his response, you know, about this program here and how he would best like to be remembered.
Now we'll look forward to listening to that interview. Handoff, that's Strachan to the 21 or 22. Tom Malloy tackled him. Maybe they're just going to kill it down here now.
They were just running a draw play there because looking at the defensive backs for Army, they're back there about 20, 25 yards downfield. Making sure that Doug Flutie does not have an opportunity to throw it deep. So they're not even going to kick off or run another play. They're letting the clock run down.
Been an interesting first half. Army scored first, driving 68 yards, all on the ground. Then BC went to work after a struggling start. And then Army gets the last touchdown of the half. So it's been a very interesting first half. Our score at halftime, Boston College 28, Army 14. That would almost devastate any team. Interesting stats here as we wait for the Army kickoff. They'll have the wind in the third quarter.